All right, sorry about that, folks. Took me a little bit to get up and going today. I've been noticing the past few days that I've had a lot of frame drops, and I've honestly been thinking it was my laptop. And I got to reset. Hey, how's it going? Got to reset my camera real quick on my capture card. There we go. And but yeah, I honestly thought it was my laptop. But I was watching it today. I was like, man, I'm getting some major frame drops when I just got onto a startup. It dropped like 4 times in just a couple minutes, and very bad quality. And I look down and I see that it's just on wireless internet. Well, what the hell? I was like, I got my Ethernet ran to it. Got gooder Ethernet. I spent good money on that cable. My modem's right next to me. Like, everything seems good there. It showed that it had power run to the cable, and so I'm looking at it and disconnected it, reconnected it, ran through it, reset my modem, reset everything else. Everything was working fine. I mean, I was online already on here, so it's like, all right, I got internet, and it said I was connected to Wi-Fi. I just couldn't figure out why my Ethernet was working. I figured that the port might have crapped out. I started doing a little investigating, and I found out it was that the driver needed updated. So it's an Alienware. Oops, sorry, I bumped my thing. Where did it go? It disappeared. I don't remember what it was called, but yeah, it's a killer E2500 gigabit Ethernet, and it needed updated. So I went through my device manager trying to hunt down where it was, and found it there and got it updated. So now I am connected to Ether again, which is what I wanted, and that will probably help out. I hadn't really paid attention that I've been on Wi-Fi for probably quite a while. My system does regular checks of it, which I'm surprised it didn't find that driver wasn't updated. I did that too. I ran the driver update to see if there was any that it was missing, and it said everything was fine. The only thing that it was saying, which I might need to check into that later too, is my graphics card. I did not check that. It needs updated, so we'll have to look into that. Nope, don't want to open that. Nope, get out. Don't need Bing open. Don't use Bing. Yeah, that makes out for a good start to the day. my history. I can't do it without running a whole new scan again. Oh, there we go. Update available. See if now that I'm... No, it still won't do it. NVIDIA graphic driver needs updated. It's a critical install. I can't get that to do either. I'll have to look into that later. See what I can find out there. Hopefully that won't take too much. Right now it's showing excellent stream quality. It's good. That is good. That's what I want to see. Your stream quality is excellent. Good. That's where I want to be sitting at. Alright. But yesterday we did finish up the Blackwood storyline. I ran around a little bit afterwards. And I did some of the daily quests. I got the Blackwoods champion title. I still need to go here and kill off all the bosses there. Once I do that, then I'll have the Savior of Blackwoods. We're not going to do that right now because it's going to be boring sitting there waiting for bosses to spawn. So we're going to start the Aldmeri storyline. So we got to start, it's the soul-shriven storylines where you first start off, which will be down here. Talk to the hooded figure, soul-shriven in Cold Harbor. That starts it all off. So let's go ahead and port down here. And we'll start the Aldmeri storyline. Because this is my only character that's Dominion. I've never made a Dominion character. I have 3 Daggerfall and 3 Ebonheart and 0 Dominion.
Can you believe it?
You there.
Dragons.
How would you like to do something worthwhile?
I've completed the Dominion storyline a few times.
Visitors, so little time.
Because I have one character, my very first character. I've got
a moment of your time.
Caldwell's Gold, which the treasure off that is so awesome. You get like the greatest gift ever. Not really.
Blade Master Kasura
For doing
awaits
all
you
that
at
hard
the
work.
Volkugard Manor in the city of Volkugard. She requests you.
That's not who I want to talk to. There's our hooded figure. You're gonna do mean and horrible things to me, lady. But yeah, I do have Caldwell's Gold in one character. I have Caldwell's Silver and a couple other ones where I came down here and done the Dominion. Dominion's usually the second area I go to, because I've done Daggerfall and Ebonheart so many times with the main characters that this is always like my second stop. But I've never done it as a first run through, so let's do this.
Greetings. My benefactor wishes to speak to you about a matter that could affect the fate of our world.
What does your benefactor want?
If my benefactor wished to discuss details in the open, why send a messenger? The matter is for your ears only.
Alright, fine then.
My benefactor awaits nearby. Do not tarry.
Alright. Way down below us. Anything good up here to take? Alright, see, and now we'll start actually learning stuff because we're out of Blackwoods. Just don't seem to learn anything in Blackwoods. Been good to take first. Come on. Oh, and Endeavors are out now too. Also, I've already started some of them earlier today. I went around. My Master Craftsman did the blacksmithing. This character I ran around, did a little bit more. Got some humanoid foes. So I still have to do 15 class abilities, find a couple treasure chests, and go to Citadel and get 1 kill there. Won't be anything too major. Alrighty. You're kind of tied up. What the fuck? Thunk. Here you go. Here's the opening cinematic. It's the main game. Man, Marco. Dun dun dun. Molag Bal. He's the main game based villain, in case you didn't know. Oh cool, we get our champion in, or companion in here too. Nice. Yeah, we know how to do all that stuff.
Whoa there. Are you alright? The name's Lyris.
There's Titanborn.
I hope you've still got some fight left in you. You're going to need it. Dead. Must have been the runt of the litter. Keep your weapon ready and stay sharp. This place is full of surprises.
You lead.
I need to get some kills with my
Keep moving.
abilities.
There are more Daedra on the way. Let's keep moving.
I'm way ahead of you, Lyris.
Don't stop now. Keep moving. More guards are on the way.
I guess I never did pay attention to who that was. Can't release anybody.
Let's get out of here, my friend. The Prophet.
Greetings, Resident. Like you, I'm a prisoner in this place. You must rescue me, and I, in turn, must rescue you.
Hold a moment. Come here. We need to talk. The Prophet. He's a prisoner here, too. It was very dangerous for him to speak to you, even for a moment. You must think you can help me.
Help you do what?
Break him out, of course. Believe me, I can use all the help I can get. That blind old man is the only person alive who can help us get back home. Tamriel's a long way from here.
Where do we go from here?
These tunnels will eventually take us to the Towers of Eyes. That's where we'll find the Sentinels.
And what are these Sentinels?
Magical constructs created by Molag Bal to guide his vision in Cold Harbor. The Sentinels are connected. If we destroy one, the others will be blinded. With any luck, that will buy us the time we need to free the Prophet.
How can we destroy it?
I've no idea. Brute force? We'll find a way. We have to. Be ready for anything. I doubt Molag Bal left the Sentinels unguarded.
Be ready for... or... yeah, that's what she said. I have so many questions.
I'm sure you do. And I'll answer them as best I can.
Okay, we'll learn who the Prophet is throughout this, and we'll learn about this place as we're here. I am a soul shriven.
We should keep moving.
Right now. I'm a new soul shriven, so I haven't turned into like the rest of them yet, because I haven't been there long enough yet. I changed my abilities, so I'm hitting the wrong buttons all the time.
Beard, you are good in a fight.
The god of brutality knows of your escape. Hurry.
Hurry.
The god of schemes can see every part of Cold Harbor. We need to distract him. What was your name again? Target practice?
I need to get kills with my class ability, so we're going to focus on that. Once I get to 15, not a big deal.
Come get some more, you skeeving hawkers.
All right, don't cry for mummy.
I love learning something new.
Should probably eat some food.
Try to be inconspicuous. We just got free of this place. The last thing we need is to get recaptured. I'll keep watch.
Okay, there we go. Couldn't remember what to do there. I was like, it's not giving me an A to destroy it or anything.
Quickly! While he's blinded, we must get to the Prophet's cell.
Yep, not going that way.
You will never escape my realm.
Hermamora's wagging tongue. The door's warded. We'll never get in this way. Damn it. Destroying the Sentinel must have triggered these wards. We'll need to find another way in. Maybe Cadwell can help us.
Cadwell, love him.
Cadwell is the oldest of the Soul Shriven. After years of torment, Soul Shriven usually go insane and turn feral. But not Cadwell. He was already insane before he left Tamriel. Mad as a box of frogs, but completely harmless. You'll see.
How can a madman possibly help us?
Cadwell sees things as he wishes them to be. To him, Cold Harbor is a wondrous place. It's his home. And he knows it like the back of his hand.
I'll fight you. Where'd you go? Oh, you're clear over there. I ain't gonna chase you.
One fine day in the middle of the night.
So there's some stuff to find
dead
over here, if I'm
kings
right.
Got up to fight. Back to back, they faced each other, drew their bows, and stabbed.
Oh, there's like a heavy
themselves.
sack and a treasure. People might have already grabbed them up.
Hello, what's this? Out for a stroll then? Lovely day for it.
You must be Cadwell.
Sir Cadwell, yes, indeed, a pleasure. And fair Lyris, good to see you, my dear. How are you then?
We're trying to get inside the Prophet's cell. The door is sealed.
Oh dear, well that is inconvenient, isn't it? Tell you what, I happen to know another way in. Much more of a scenic route. Rather a fun little jaunt actually, full of traps and corpses and nasty beasties filling up the bits in between.
How do we get through all that?
Rather cautiously, I expect. Watch your step, hold your nose, and do mind the traps. There'll like as not be a fair dose of running and skull bashing as well.
Where's this entrance?
Follow the river. You'll find the door to the Undercroft at the water's end. Once you're inside, stick to the light, and you'll find a ladder that will take you right up to the Prophet straight away. Do give him my best.
Thank you.
Best of luck. Do check in now and again, won't you?
We'll learn a lot about both of them.
Cadwell seems to think this undercroft is a delightful
I hope you're
place.
watching.
Probably means it's a death trap. Better be careful.
So how are we doing on that endeavors? Got 3 out of 15. Not as many as I wanted. We've killed way more than that.
The sooner you get that door open, the sooner we can get out of here.
This new controller, I don't know if this is a controller or the update. I started using both at the same time, and I just can't feel it like I used to.
Who taught that one to fight? The god of self-punishment?
As long as I just use class abilities only. Should be pretty easy.
That might have been a fair fight, if there were 3 of you.
I saw this one. Oh, it's already been opened. That's stupid. Don't ever leave something just sitting in there. If you ever come to a treasure chest, just take it all. You can deconstruct it, sell it. You can always do something with
Quickly
it.
now, we haven't much time. All right. The good news is we made it here in one piece, and the prophet looks unharmed.
Yeah, if you don't take everything, then that chest is never going to respawn.
There's
It's
a
just
trick
going to
to
sit
opening
there.
the cell. The only way for a prisoner to leave is for another living soul to take their place. I need to swap places with the prophet.
There's no other way?
Believe me, I wish there was, but I don't see anyone else here with a beating heart, do you? If Molag Bal isn't stopped, he'll destroy everyone and everything we've ever loved.
I'm ready when you are. Hey, Miri's got
Once
a
it's
beating
done,
heart.
get moving. The prophet will know where to go, but he'll need your eyes and your protection.
Now the soul swap.
Frida! Thank the divines you are safe. There is that at least. There has sacrificed everything that we might go free. Her sacrifice must not be in vain.
Can we find a way to take her with us?
I wish that were possible, but I promise you, once we escape Cold Harbor, we will find a way to rescue her together, Vestige.
Vestige?
That is the name I have given you. You are but a trace of your former self, a soulless one, an empty vessel that longs to be filled. It is as the scrolls foretold, but not exactly as I imagined.
Why are you called the prophet?
That is what I've come to be called. My true name is lost even to me.
No, it's not.
Years of torment have taken their toll. Quickly now, we must make haste to the anchor.
You know who you are.
The anchors are Daedric machines of the darkest magic. Their chains bind our world and pull it towards Cold Harbor. I can use one of these anchors to return us to Tamriel, but you must lead me to it.
Alright, stay close.
Up the stairs, quickly! We must get to the anchor mooring.
The mortal thinks it can defy me. Futile. Soon your world will be in my chains.
Come, I will protect you. A moment. The Dark Anchor's portal is high above us. I will prepare a spell to lift us to it. But first, you must reattune yourself to Nern in order to regain your physical form. To do this, you will need a Sky Shard.
Sky Shard?
A shard of ethereal magicka that carries the essence of Nern. Some link them to Lorcan, the missing god of creation. If you collect and absorb its power, it should restore your corporeal form. I will summon one of these shards for you to absorb.
I'm ready.
Shard of Aetherius, fall upon us now and anoint us with your blessing. There, quickly, collect the Sky Shard.
Gain 1 skill point.
Great Akatosh, dragon god of time, I require
What if
your
I jump
strength.
early? Never done that.
Let the way be opened. Let these wandering souls return home. Let the will of Molag Bal be denied. Hurry! We must go now!
There we go. Now we're in the Dominion.
The best
Thanks
which
for your
awakens
food.
once again. Come here. We must speak. As I feared, we arrived in different locations. I am in a city near the sea, in a land of eternal spring. The air smells of the ocean, and of markets and gardens. It matters not. You have awakened once again, and we must set you on your path.
How long was I unconscious?
Days, weeks, I cannot tell. The voyage between worlds disrupted all sense of time and space. I know only that you were deposited into the sea, and some charitable soul fished you out and brought you to dry land.
What should I do now?
I'm afraid you will have to decide that for yourself. I must focus on searching for a way to repay Lyris's bold sacrifice. I cannot simply abandon her to the wrath of Molag Bal.
When will I see you again?
I cannot foresee that, not yet. But we will meet again. There is still much we need to accomplish. Be wary, Vestige. Our very plane of existence is in peril. The threat of Molag Bal looms across all Tamriel, and chaos spreads in its shadow. Danger roams the land and will assume many forms. Do not let it catch you off guard.
Where should I go?
You must find your own path. But perhaps there is a reason for the place in which you find yourself. Explore, search for a cause to lend your hand. Join with others. You might even seek out those who rescued you from the sea. The choice is yours.
Think there are many who need my help?
Indeed. I sense that even now, there are good people near you who face grave danger. They need your assistance, should you be willing to give it. To thwart the will of Molag Bal, we must skirmish with evil wherever it rears its head.
And there are others who would join me in this?
We do not face these troubled times alone. Many shall rise up to fight this tide of darkness. Wherever you go, you will encounter others who share your courage and valor. Help them if you can, and enlist their aid if you have need of it.
Alright, let's do this. First quest right outside the door.
You there,
Razumdar.
wet one.
I do love this
This one
guy. He's
needs
a good
to
dude.
speak to you. Welcome to Penarty's Roost, friend. The hurricane must have been very disorienting. So many injured, confused. Keep your voice down. Try not to draw attention.
What are you talking about?
Razumdar is here on a mission of some delicacy. You are just what the Bandari ordered. Between your hands and Raz's good looks, we are certain to see this through.
What kind of help do you need?
First, a question. Where did you come from?
Straight to the point. Cold Harbor, Moloch balls around. He plans to invade Tamara.
A Daedric prince, you say? Raz has a nose for lies, but you seem clean as an ocean breeze. If anyone else asks you, where will you say you came from?
Cold Harbor, Moloch ball possessed my soul. Tamriel is engaged in danger.
My, you're a focused one, aren't you? It is good to be focused, but it is also good right now to fit in. Your sudden arrival, it does not fit in. You understand?
Why should I trust you?
You should not. You should trust your instincts. Leave if you wish. No one will stop you. Or come with Raz and do what you can to help us recover. In the process, grow your stature and wealth. It is entirely up to you.
Why are you helping me?
Because you are no soldier, which is useful. You can speak with the locals, assure them we are not invaders or marauders. Now come, let us try to fit in.
Very well.
Glad you're up and about, recruit. I'm in need of a scout to head to Shattered Shoals. Most of our fleet foundered to the west, but we've had few survivors trickle in from that direction.
What do you need exactly?
We captured a sea viper spying on the camp. Those pirates never travel alone. Find out if they're around Shattered Shoals, and if so, what they're doing on this island. Of course, you should assist any shipwreck survivors you find. We must each do our part.
Do what I can.
Before you head to Shattered Shoals, speak with Eelsil. He just returned from exploring a nearby temple. That wizard claims to know something about everything, so he may have insight on how these sea vipers operate.
Alrighty.
Eelsil is this way.
There's always more to do.
Marvelous, isn't it? We'll have to construct a special room for the Morning Stone when we bring it back to the Mages Guild. I'm sorry, did you need something?
Commander said you returned from a nearby temple.
Yes. The Temple of the Morning Springs is an old Khajiit ruin not far from here. We excavated the Morning Stone from one of the chambers. As you can see, its supply of water appears endless.
Did you encounter any sea vipers?
What do you mean, pirates? In an ancient Khajiit temple? Preposterous! All we saw were the undead warriors that overran our camp.
Why were you attacked by the undead?
I have no idea. Actually, I have 12 ideas, but they're far less fascinating than the Morning Stone. Probably some sort of ancient curse. It usually is with these things.
So what can you tell me about the sea vipers?
Arrogant sea elf pirates. To my recollection, they aren't known to raid Kanathi's roost. Oh, and they have a thing for snakes. But I'm sure we both have more important matters to attend. If you'd excuse me?
Alright, goodbye.
We should speak privately. Before you depart, let's meet by the statues north of camp. There, you see? You fit in and no one will stop you from walking away. But as this one said, there are opportunities here for people that fall from the sky.
I'm listening.
Eelsil is most impressed with his newest bubble. But the undead are a threat to all of Kanathi's roost. If you want to, you could search the Temple of the Morning Springs, determine how to contain the dead there. Then the locals should see we came here as allies, not conquerors.
Alright, anything else?
Karaneth told you how the hurricane dashed the fleet into Kanathi's roost. Now the sea vipers are picking at the bones of our ships. Strange, yes?
You could scout the coast, as the commander said. Prove yourself to the soldiers.
Where are you headed?
Oh, there's far less glamorous work to be done in Mistral, at the northern end of the island. Let's meet up there, after you've done what you decide to do. Until then, bright moons guide your steps.
Alright, so we got Canarthy's Roost here. So we'll go here first. See if we can unlock this place while we're here. Come on, get around that.
Canarthy's Roost and the Dominion. Together, we'll achieve unity.
Extra XP. See Pooter. Gotta find the Pooter.
Next time, throw yourself in the fire.
Okay. See? Leveling up helps. Do got to keep our eyes open for any chests too, because we do still need to unlock 2 chests to get our daily.
Can never have enough of that.
That temple. Probably where we're headed to anyways, but
Can any of you hear me? Where are you? You there. Have you seen my squad?
no, what do you mean?
We were all on a little Alkosh, part of the Dominion fleet sailing for Canarthy's Roost. Then a hurricane blew up out of nowhere. Sails tore, hulls cracked, and we were thrown into the ocean. I ended up here. I can't find the rest of my squad.
Did they survive the hurricane?
I thought I heard one of them calling out, but the ocean twists up sounds. If they're wounded or pinned down, could you keep an eye out for my soldiers? They answer to Edalus, Onglon, and Nistel. 2 of us can cover more ground.
Help me find your squad.
I'm sure my squad made it to shore alive. Dominion Marines constantly defy the sea's attempts to drown us. The hurricanes, they're another matter. I fear my squad is banged up worse than I am.
What can I do about their wounds?
Our ship's hold was packed full of an old Bosmer healing remedy. The labels say torchbug treacle, but Marines call it glow juice. The wreck scattered bottles across the beach must be what brought out the aelids.
Aelids? What do you mean?
Squat creatures made of teeth, claws, and endless hunger. I've heard their cries up and down the beach since I came to. Their sweet tooth is bigger than their walnut brains. I saw one of the stupid things swallow a whole bottle of glow juice.
If I see any, I'll bring torchbug tentacles to your squad.
Good luck. Do me a favor. If you find them before I do, tell them the ocean hasn't killed me yet.
Sounds good. Head to this one first.
Who are you? Were you part of the fleet?
No, your sergeant sent me to find you.
Alive? Good. That's good. Wave smashed me against the ship. Cracked a few ribs. Not the best feeling.
I'll go find some bug juice for you.
Change of plans?
Glow juice?
Here, take this.
Tastes like sandals boiled in mint perfume.
Ew, that's
But if
nasty.
it knits my ribs, I'll drink the whole bottle.
Well, look for the rest of your squad.
Good. I'll find Sergeant Fury.
Good.
I lost a lot of friends in that storm. Give me some good news.
Sergeant sent me to find you.
I saw her swept overboard in that damn storm. Held on to the rigging long as I could, but it tore the skin off my palms. If I can't hold a weapon, I'm useless to my squad. Do you have any bandages? I lost my kit to the sea.
I have some bug juice.
Glow juice?
Glow
Used to
juice.
think this stuff was only good for practical jokes on snowy days. Once I can heft Spleen Shanker, I'll push through the beach and find Sergeant Furion. How about you?
Told to find Furion, I'd find the rest of your squad.
Hope they appreciate their good fortune when you find them. I can get inland after I rest. Fight with purpose.
Goodbye. Still kind of looking for a treasure chest. A book. And a treasure chest. See, it's just... I know my Ledgerman's really low too with this character. Man, it's just hard. There's a lead.
A nice little present from Vec, eh?
Don't want to fish, just want to jump.
Nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting.
Nothing over here. Water skin, we'll take that.
They're coming for us.
There we go. Now I don't have to worry about my class abilities anymore. That's nice. So now I just have to get one more treasure chest and then do some battles, do a battle in Citadel. So I'll probably do that right at the end. Find you some bug juice first, glow juice. Now I gotta focus on leveling up my restoration staff line a little bit too. Where's some damn bug juice at? Do I have bug juice on me? I didn't think I picked up enough.
My Sifra, She's alive.
Oh, I do have one on me.
I suppose that's some luck amidst all. Lieutenant Gellin.
It's all the same story, so we're just gonna skip through that one. See some pooter up there.
Nice hole.
I thought I saw one here. I didn't count. I looted it. Or can you just do, is that why it's grayed out? Oh, you can only complete 3. I did not pay attention to that. Okay, so you can only get 60 a day instead of 100. That's a bummer. And you can only complete 1 weekly, which they don't have the weekly out yet because it's already the end of the week. So we've completed our daily endeavors. You did. Your book. That's kind of a bummer. You can only do 3 a day. If you look at, here, we'll go here. Alright, the stuff you buy, this is just the featured page. 7,200 is like the cheapest. Then you get into the crate stuff. And that stuff's expensive. Don't care about that. See, some of these mounts would be nice, but they're all 8 ground for the Apex mounts. You can't buy crown carries with these, so that sucks. And all of this stuff is pretty expensive. See, that's nice. 150 XP for 1 hour. But all of this stuff is expensive. And you only get 60 a day. Take you a long time to get up to that. So hopefully the weeklies, completed 1, you get like, I don't know, at least 100 or so. And all this stuff is just so expensive. But I do get, I guess that's the point of it. They don't want you to be able to do it in just a couple days, get enough or anything.
Consider a career as a Dominion Marine? You'd make quite the scout. My squad said you were looking for Lieutenant Gellin. Have you found him?
Found his body in the cave. Someone killed him.
What do you mean?
I mean, he's been killed. It looks like he was killed in some sort of ritual.
First, a hurricane blows out of nowhere and destroys our fleet. Then, an able-bodied Dominion Marine is captured and tortured to death. What else was in that cave?
Lots of bones, candles, and a snake. Also, a wooden post.
Some kind of sacrifice? This is too big for my squad to handle. We need reinforcements. Miss Dale spotted a beached ship nearby. It looks intact, and she spotted Dominion sailors aboard.
What are you going to do?
We need to combine our forces and find who murdered Lieutenant Gellin. My squad and I need to pull his body out of that damn cave. Would you warn the sailors on that beach ship? They need to know it's not safe to wander around.
I'll warn them.
Wait, take this. I found some glow juice while I was looking for my squad, but they're on the mend. You'll get used to the taste. We'll be along shortly. Watch yourself.
Goodbye.
You want a slick-arsed sea viper or a cabbage-mouthed castaway? State your business with the crew of the Prowler.
I'm a Dominion Marine. A Dominion Marine was killed in a nearby cave.
The hurricane killed hundreds of Marines. Why does it matter if one of them died in the cave?
He was murdered in some kind of ritual. His squad needs reinforcements.
Oh. Well, the Prowler is like a hen in a wolf den until she's seaworthy again. Maybe your Marines can prove they're more than two-legged cargo in shiny armor. If they pitch in, I'll consider reinforcements. They up for it? Or are they all talk?
Sure, they'll help where they can.
And I'm sure they'll be as useful as they were in the hurricane. Should they care to prove otherwise, they're welcome to do actual work patching leaks in the Prowler's hold. Maybe they can locate a replacement helmsman's wheel in all this wreckage.
I'll see if they can find the helmsman's wheel and patch the ship.
Oh, and our Sunsighter. It must have fallen overboard when we beached. Our lookout saw those skink-fingered pirates make off with it. You'll have to get the Sunsighter back, any way you can.
Alright.
These aren't Dominion sailors. They're privateers. Just our luck.
Quartermaster promised reinforcements when the Prowler is repaired.
We'll show that old sea cat what Dominion Marines can do.
Prowler will float, but I can't promise more than that.
Prowler needs a replacement helmsman wheel.
Edalus is the best scrounger in the regiment. If you want, I can send him out to look for a helmsman's wheel. He's on his way. Anything else we can do?
There are leaks in the Prowler that need patching.
Nustellis is good with a mallet as she is with her sword. I can have her patch the Prowler's leaks.
Alright.
She'll have those leaks fixed in no time. What else?
Need the Sunspotter.
Onglorn is our best tracker. He can recover the Sunsighter in no time. I almost pity the Sea Viper who's holding on to the Sunsighter. Onglorn will recover it soon enough. What else needs doing?
That's it.
But it's time for that mangy privateer to make good on his promise. Maybe you should do the talking. I'll just rub it in.
That was fast. All right. There's room on the Prowler for your Marine friends, as long as they work for their meals.
You promised reinforcements.
I said I'd consider it. Captain Jimala is the only one who can make that call.
Then what does your captain say?
Something you'll want to hear. You just made the Prowler seaworthy, and Captain Jimala always pays her debts. Go talk to her. She only bites if you give her good reason.
Due to your efforts, the Prowler is free to sail once the tide comes in. Those Marines did their part as well. I have no reinforcements, but I offer something better. I know who's killing the Dominion soldiers, and I know how to stop it.
What do you mean?
Our lookout watched the Sea Vipers drag a Dominion Marine into a cave. Later, he saw your friends remove the Marine's body. If we weren't so short-handed, I'd have ordered his rescue. But 3 of my own crew were missing.
What happened to your crew?
Before we understood the danger, I sent my crew to scavenge among the shoals so we might repair the Prowler. We thought they disappeared, but one just returned, and she tells a harrowing tale.
What happened?
The Sea Vipers happened. Now there's a new storm brewing, and I fear they're the cause of it. Mustangui recovers below. Hear what she has to say for yourself.
All right. Looks like the same ship I was already on.
The sea vipers are insane! They're trying to create another hurricane!
A hurricane? What do you mean?
Sir Verkvild and I were scavenging for a replacement helmsman's wheel when the sea vipers ambushed us. They brought us to the island with the beached Dominion flagship. They'd done things there. Terrible things.
What have they done?
Those filthy Maormer dragged my mates up and tied them to these serpent-shaped statues. Then they started chanting, and lightning surrounded them. That's when the storm began to form around the island.
Sea vipers created the storm?
Yes, I'm sure of it. It was a terrible sight. The sea vipers were so caught up in the ritual, I slipped free. I tried to grab Sir, but the lightning held him fast. Then one of the sea vipers yanked at him. I saw the Maormer's wrist glow.
Why would the sea vipers wrist glow?
The Maormer wore lodestones on their wrists. It let them ignore those lightning bonds, but I couldn't find any more, so I jumped off the ship and swam for it. Please, don't let them sacrifice my crewmates.
Alright. This is pretty much like the same exact ship that knocked me out. Oh, a bunch of empty bookshelves. There we go. It's nice. So when you're in the base game area, when you're here, or any of this area here, same with over here, Daggerfall area, or the Ebonheart area, you read every bookshelf you can, because you will get skill points for those, or you'll level up. You don't get skill points, but you do level up those skills.
I really don't like your odds.
Well, this looks ominous.
Those sea vipers are insane! They won't kill me today!
What up, Brett? Stuck. Restoration staff upgrade, leveled up, nice. A do like that. That's what I'm trying to focus on right now. Get it up at least a little bit higher. You're scrying. I need to... Oops, sure. I do need to do that with this character. Because I'd like to do... So this is going to be my PvP character. I want to have it to be able to do the Cyrodiil scrying.
Sur and Werkwild returned just after the skies cleared up. They're a bit damp, but otherwise all right. My lookout says I have you to thank.
Yep, I stopped it.
Then we'll finish repairs and...
Another level up. Claim that. I need to get Falcon Swiftness and Crystallized Shield. Those are the two next ones I'm working on. So hopefully that's getting close. You got a ways to go. So now you gotta go clear across the map, huh? The mount is a touch faster, not a whole hell of a lot. There wasn't anything over here for the next quest, right? Nope, okay. Here we're up to 10% on our speed. So that is a plus.
I guess this is a fight now.
There's the house you get. It's a small house. Oh, there's something else I was looking for here. Oh yeah, I wanted to unlock the farm. Just keep running to that. If we see a way shrine on the way, we'll stop and unlock it.
Halt! Come no closer.
Please, a moment.
You didn't want to follow me?
Please, I need your help. My master's life is in danger.
What happened?
I'm part of an expedition from Eagle's Strand. While we explored the Temple of the Morning Springs, the dead began to rise. The others fled, but my master never emerged. Aurelian taught me to know when I should ask for help. Well, I'm asking.
Alright, what do you need me to do?
2 magical wards seal the temple, marked by emblems of a scorpion and a spider. If you can keep the undead away while I disrupt the wards, we can search for Aurelian together. How about it?
Alright, I'll help.
I have no doubt Aurelian can protect himself. But if he's trapped inside, we need to get him out.
Why were you in the temple?
My master and I had little to do after the shipwreck. When the locals mentioned a temple where the fountains never run dry, we leapt at the chance to investigate. Ilsil insisted on leading, of course.
You were studying the Morning Stone at Eagle Stand?
Ah, so you've met him. My master calls him Eel Kill. Something about an experiment gone wrong many years ago. The Morning Stone you saw came from this temple. Ilsil was barely able to remove it before the undead fell upon us.
Did you learn anything about the Morning Stone?
Aurelian thought it could be used to control the weather, perhaps prevent another hurricane. Ilsil disagreed, of course. He insisted on studying it further at Eagle's Strand.
Alright.
You have such intricate stitching. Turn back. You aren't welcome here.
What are you?
I'm whatever I wish to be. I change bodies like high elves change clothes. Though the corpses in this temple limit my wardrobe. What does it matter to you? Why do you trespass?
Looking for a man named Ruline.
Ah, the name for my newest outfit. His flesh sags a bit, though the power in his bones reminds me of my youth. And the robes. I'd forgotten the feel of silk upon newly won flesh.
What did you do to him?
Set foot in this temple and see for yourself. Such commendable posture. I could definitely wear you in the autumn. As for Aurelian, he's fit for display under full moons all new.
Release him immediately.
I'm tired of this. Leave or die. It matters not.
I don't think
That
I'm
can't
leaving.
be good. We need to get those wards down fast.
Scorpion's poison courses through its prey.
Get back, you fetcher!
Spider weaves the web around
won't
its
keep us out for
prey.
long.
Ow, that hurt. I told me to cover it up.
The cycle of the 2 moons seems to be the key to dispersing the barrier.
Okay, so that's that. Not that, it should be the next one.
The cycle of the 2 moons seems to be the key to dispersing the barrier.
Oh, it reset.
Barrier is down. Oh, but before we proceed, when we entered the temple, that skeleton made it sound as though Aurelian was in grave danger. I won't let vague threats keep us from my master, but Aurelian is too important to lose. Perhaps we should think before we act.
Why is he so important?
The Dominion relies on Aurelian for his sound judgment. He's taught countless students the ways of Magicka, including some of the Queen's own advisors. His role in the invasion is paramount for our future success. If anything were to happen to him...
Do what I can.
Thank you.
Let's do this.
We found the Morning Stone on that pedestal. Wait, that's Aurelian!
Ears that large and you still don't listen. Perhaps you need a few alterations. There was a time when the sound of Aldor's voice commanded the terror of thousands.
Who is Aldor?
Why, I'm Aldor. I see your Dominion teaches you nothing of my people. I shouldn't bemoan your ignorance. You fools ended centuries of captivity when you removed the Morning Stone.
What is the Morning Stone exactly?
Never mind that accursed blue rock. I'm about to restore my wardrobe to its full glory. Behold this Aurelian fellow. Such vibrancy. I could use more like him, but one must be willing to run through a bolt of silk for the finest coat.
Free him right now.
Oh, I believe I'll keep him. At least until my summoning ritual wears him through. You see, undead are also beige. But I'm willing to adorn myself with hundreds of tawdry outfits in order to collect the more colorful garb at Eagle Strand.
Can't let you do that.
Then drown in a sea of bones.
Leave Aurelian for now. We have to disrupt the summoning ritual. I'll destroy the bone piles if you... It'll take a moment to weaken the circle. Keep the undead away from me!
There gotta be more than just that.
It's working! I'll weaken the next circle. One last circle. We can do this. We must do this. Go. Help my master. I'm right behind you.
Stay back!
Ow!
Aldor! Get out of my body now!
Silence! None command Aldor!
can't move even before it. There you go.
Uldor, I command you by the tears of the two moons, return to your prison.
Ah! That won't hold me for long.
You're Gathwin's ally, yes? Please, disable these traps so she can make it to us safely. Despite all my knowledge, Uldor's influence over me was absolute. I'd be little more than a puppet without your timely intervention.
Are you hurt?
Only my pride. But we have a more pressing matter. As Uldor sensed my thoughts, I could sense his. He plans to overwhelm and enslave Kenathi's roost with an undead horde by the next dawn!
How is that possible?
Uldor was a powerful Malmo wizard who learned to separate his spirit from his body, even in death. He can wear hundreds of mindless forms at a time. Thankfully, I know his weakness.
What weakness?
The Morning Stone's endless water supply tied Uldor's spirit to his body. When Eilsil removed the Morning Stone from the temple, he set Uldor free. Once again, Eilsil's sloppy methods nearly caused the death of me.
How do we store Uldor's prison?
These gems focus the Morning Stone's power. Uldor had me remove them from his tomb. I propose Gathwin recovers the Morning Stone from Eagle's Strand. Meanwhile, we restore Uldor's prison. Simple enough.
Yeah, let's just do this.
Master, I know what you're planning. I won't let you throw your life away. Aurelian's plan is to let Uldor possess him. They'll both be sealed in the tomb forever. But it doesn't need to be this way. Seal me inside.
Why should you take your master's place?
Aurelian is too important for the Dominion to lose. Besides, we both saw how the summoning ritual weakened my master.
I don't know about this.
Please, help me convince Aurelian. I will gladly seal myself in the tomb to spare my master. Uldor is a threat to all on this island.
I need to hear his idea.
We should hurry. Uldor won't be trapped for long.
She wants to take your place.
That's madness. I've experienced so many summers. My greatest accomplishment was watching Gathwin blossom into someone who far surpassed my own deeds. No, she must recover the Morning Stone. You and I should confront Uldor.
I don't know who I want to send in. He does have, the great mind, experience, and all that. But then again, he is also already almost dead. So he does have that to consider too. It's not like he's going to be around for a whole hell of a lot longer to keep doing stuff. But his wisdom would be good. But then she also has been trained by him and might inherit his wisdom. So she could be fairly good herself. I think we should send him in. She's young. She has time to learn. He's old. Okay.
We should hurry. That's madness. I've experienced... Then we should waste no more time.
You can't do this, Master.
The Dominion will thrive without me. It's far stronger than it knows.
Then I should recover the Morning Stone. Farewell, Aurelian. I
know, Gathwin. I know.
Alright, let's do this.
You! I won't wear a poisoned outfit.
I've reconsidered what our combined power can do, Uldor. I willingly give myself over.
I knew such power would tempt you. Very well.
Hurry! Place the tears of the two moons in the pedestals.
Wretched fool! I'll turn your friend to ash. You'll not leave this tomb alive. Stay away from those pedestals. You worthless rag! This tomb can't hold me forever.
Go quickly. I feel Uldor's weakness fade. Hurry, tell Gathwen of the plan's success. But don't mourn for me, friend. I earned a useful fate. Few can say the same.
Well, haven't you?
Uldor will sustain me. Better a living form than a dusty old skeleton, I suppose. I'd hoped for more time to meditate, but this wasn't what I had in mind. Goodbye, my friend. You're what all in the Dominion should aspire to be.
Farewell. Just a bat hanging
It's
out
done,
there.
isn't it? Aurelian is sealed inside with that monster.
He saved everyone on this island.
Forgive me. Uldor couldn't be allowed to roam free. Something had to be done, and you had the strength to see what I could not.
Well, you do now.
I'll ensure the Morning Stone remains guarded at all times. I should make a full report so the Dominion understands the danger of Uldor's capabilities.
What about him?
No good comes from dwelling on the past. Aurelian lives, which means there's hope. He's a great man. A good man. I don't care how long it takes. I'll find a way to free him from that monster.
All right.
Forgive me. You did so much to help a stranger. I won't forget. I can open a portal to the temple courtyard if you wish.
I appreciate that.
There you go. Hurry, it won't remain open for long.
I've fought beside each of you. I know you're worthy of Sovngarde. It won't be long before we feast together in the Hall of Valor.
That guy back there, that where I spawned out by, he's there talking in
Halt.
group
Come no
chat.
closer.
Kind of sound like an asshole.
Stop. Stay back.
Said that he's going on to people's stream, went on to this lady's stream and followed her, and she said thank you for it. She was appreciative. So he just unfollowed her. Like, well, that's just not right. You know, have some respect to the streamers. He was just laughing away about it. It was like the funniest thing ever. I guess his probably Twitch Apex 89. It's pretty rude.
This one has heard reports. You've kept busy. Good. You fit in now more than ever. How did things go?
Put an end to the troubles and shattered souls in the Temple of the Morning Springs.
Clearly, you were meant to help us out. John and Jode have a sense of humor, yes? And of course, Raz thinks discretion deserves a reward.
Thank you.
Keep your wits about you, my new friend. Mistrel's houses cast deep shadows, and vipers lurk in the tall grass.
What do you mean?
Mistrel is the jewel of the southern seas, a free port with trade ties to half of Tamriel. Ambassadors from the Dominion arrived weeks ago to negotiate its admission into the Alliance. Unfortunately, things have not gone smoothly.
Why? What happened?
Kenarthi's Roost has an old treaty with the Maumar. They claim the Dominion fleet intended to invade their home waters. It's a sticking point in the negotiations. The Sylvanar could use some help. Find him. Give him this token. He'll know you are a friend.
Okay.
Without Mistral's support, the Dominion will have precious little defense on its southern coasts. But we are not here to conquer anyone. The Sylvanar knows this. He is in the Chancery, seeking a peaceful resolution here.
Alright. How many quests are there here? Okay, 5. Completed 3. Only a couple sky shards. We need to get more. I do have... Yes, I do want to upgrade you. What was it I was looking at?
Glowlord, you used to be in the military. Does the Dominion hire sellswords?
What gave you that idea? Seriously, keep
Alright, that's an extra boost.
deserted, remember?
After 10 seconds.
Coward. You weren't there. You would have fled too if you'd seen what they asked us to do.
Both of you calm down. Glowlord, do they?
I don't know. Sometimes. They have a lot of gold. When they hire mercenaries, it's to fight someone they can't be bothered with or to chop an enemy
I
down
know
to
both
size.
those seem pretty
There's something
good.
left, you're paid well. There isn't.
The area of effect is the same. Duration's the same. So this one gives you extra boost of healing, or boost in the healing. This one gives you lifesteal, which gives you the extra boost every second, 100 more, or 600 more every second. I don't know. We'll go that way. That one's still a ways away. 30. We're getting close though. This one's the longest. 42. We'll get there though. We'll get there. We're not even using any XP scrolls either, so.
Is the Sylvanar blind? Every one of these sea elves is a venomous serpent waiting to strike.
Come and
We should have cleansed this place of Maumar scum the moment we... Lord can take them all. Why did the Sylvanar negotiate with these filthy Maumar?
What do you have against the Malmor?
Those pirates are a stick in the High Elf eye. They capture our merchant ships and raid our settlements. If I had any say, we'd negotiate with a sword at their throats.
You don't have any say in the negotiations?
Not as long as the Sylvanar confuses diplomacy with capitulation. He's inside with the rest of them, pretending this won't end in bloodshed. Go, see this farce for yourself.
Be disgusted by its cold, oozing nose.
Just a lot of lore pages to pick up here, so just grab those real quick. Check upstairs, see if there's any more. Oh, this is out, not that. That's a bookshelf. Nice. Alright, looks like it.
Your pardon, friend. The Dominion's arrival on Canarthy's roost has upset the locals. It falls on me to smooth the waters. Please, help yourself to food or drink. I'm happy to speak with you once this matter is settled. Most unexpected. It seems we have a mutual friend. May I ask, what brings you to Mistral?
Our mutual friend thought you could use my help.
Then perhaps you can advise me on a small matter. The Maormer have a treaty with Canarthy's roost. This is nothing to fear. A treaty is something I can work with. Yet neither Ambassador Ulondil nor Headwoman Harani will produce a copy.
Why not?
Indeed, why not? It would be indecorous to suggest the treaty is anything but actual and sound, yet I fear it won't present itself without a more active line of inquiry. Would you be my voice in this with Ambassador Ulondil and Headwoman Harani?
Want me to ask them for copies of the treaty?
Exactly. A chorus of requests may succeed in carrying the tune. Harani in particular seems eager to see this resolved, though I fear the Dominion presence binds her hands. But I'll leave you to it.
Alright.
It's hard to keep track of the new faces since the hurricane, but I don't believe we've met. Welcome to Mistral. May your stay here be full of warm winds and soft sand.
Yeah, they want to see a copy of your treaty.
And I told him. The mere act of doing so would complicate matters with our longtime Maormer allies. They take great offense to the Dominion's claims upon our island.
Why did you sign your treaty with the Maormer?
Look around you. What great armies do you see? Our survival depends on knowing when to fight and when to please. The treaty brought us prosperity for generations. I will not be the one to break it.
Alright.
We upheld our treaty with the people of Canarthy's roost for generations, and this is how they repay our kindness? We will not allow High Elf thieves to gain a foothold in our territorial waters.
The Maormer claim Canarthy's roost?
By all rights, this is our island. Harani's people occupy it with our blessing. If she breaks the treaty, so breaks our truce. We'll take back our island, and the Khajiit will pay the price.
Where is this treaty?
We keep a copy on an island far from here. I see no reason to send for it. I won't allow High Elf wharf-rats another chance to take our rightful lands. Why don't you bother Harani for her copy?
I did.
Any luck securing a copy of the treaty?
Nope.
Then there's little chance for compromise. I'll call a break in formal talks until everyone calms their nerves. You understand the stakes, yes? It's why I ask you to take a more active role in locating the treaty. I don't do so lightly.
What do you mean?
I can't allow the Dominion's first act on Canarthy's roost to be one of conquest. I understand our mutual friend prefers the rum served at a nearby tavern. Perhaps he would have ideas on securing a copy of the treaty.
Is that your real name?
It's a name, a title, and our holy city. Quite an honor to carry around such an important word, and the occasional burden in its confusion of outsiders. Not even the Green Lady calls me by my given name. Edelorn doesn't roll off the tongue, I suppose.
How long have you held this position?
As Sylvanar. Seems like it's been such a short while, but the wrinkles on my face tell me differently. Or did you mean as Dominion Envoy? I've taken on diplomatic tasks for our fledgling alliance since its inception, so not very long at all.
What's your opinion of the Dominion?
A freshly grown fruit, still without blemish. On behalf of the Bosmer people, it's my goal to keep it that way. If you speak with the Green Lady, don't mistake her manner as distaste for the Dominion. She simply misses our home of Valenwood.
Who is the Green Lady?
She sustains me, and I her. Together, we are the aspirations of the Bosmer people given form. Put simply, she is the love of my life. Also, she grows ill-humoured when I gush about her within earshot. I'd best say no more.
Alright. Let's go ahead and give this way shrine unlocked. Make sure we have it.
What?
You think this one drinks on the job? Good. Then so will everyone else. What is the word, my new friend?
He needs to see the treaty, but nobody will provide a copy.
Ulandil certainly won't. His viper tongue is sharp. But Harani can't because her copy was stolen. It only takes 3 drinks to loosen the tongue of the Chancery clerk, if you were curious.
Who stole her copy?
A good question. Raz answers it with an interesting bit of trivia. Ulandil posted a guard at his quarters the day of the theft. His subtlety is rivaled only by his pleasant personality. Oh, and it's 5 drinks for embassy staff. 6 puts them out.
Are you certain Onlandil has the stolen treaty?
Someone needs to slip into Marmor Embassy, find a way past the guard, and rifle through Ulandil's private quarters. Oh, and do it without bloodshed that could provoke war with the Maumar. In case he was not clear, Raz is talking about you.
Why me?
The pragmatist in this one says it's because you have no firm connection to the Dominion. The optimist says it's because you have proven yourself more than capable already. When you have the treaty, meet both of us at the bridge.
It is safely caged. Your chance for untold prosperity comes with Dominion rule.
So, thought I saw another book there.
I can't wait to take a load off at the inn.
Don't cause trouble.
Sneak around a little bit first.
Are you lost? Ambassador Ulandil's quarters aren't open for visitors.
What are you guarding?
None of your business. Go bother the clerk. He doesn't know when to shut up either.
Moonshire.
Floors that don't sway, sand that creeps into boots, bugs the size of anchors. May the gods see me posted to a proper ship.
Where's the guard upstairs?
So, he's actually doing his job? Most of the time he's writing love letters to some pretty face in town. Zadi or Zami or something. He's a fool in a crow's nest, searching the horizon for any sign of her love.
Alright. I got the moon sugar. We got to do his drink.
Are you lost?
Care for a drink?
Do you think I take drinks from strangers?
It's from the clerk.
Oh, I guess that little barnacle is all right.
Chug it. Created pass out. Okay. Alright.
I like reading too, you know. If you ever need an excuse to get me something.
Nope, I don't. Alright. So almost done here.
The spring in your step. Did you know a sense of accomplishment can alter one's stride? You'll learn to notice it in others.
Indeed, here's the treaty.
The Sylvanar is certainly being watched by the Maumar. You should inform him the treaty is safe. He will know what to do next.
Okay.
The Sylvanar and the Green Lady are being put up in the armorer's home. This one recommends you knock before entering. Green Lady gets jumpy at silent approach.
Do you know if the treaty will help?
At a quick glance, there are holes in the treaty. When the Sylvanar worries at them, he'll tear a hole in the Malmer's side. The treaty, of course. Not Ambassador Ulandil, though that would be funny.
Don't be shy. You want what we're offering, don't you? Then talk to Huta about the...
Where the hell? Oh, he's laying there dead.
Time for you to leave. No! No! You found him like this? What did you see? Answer me!
He was dead when I arrived.
Then you know nothing. 1,000 curses on this wretched island. They've taken my beloved.
Who'd want him dead?
None who'll survive the day. I am the unerring bolt. Once loosed, I cannot stop till I pierce my quarry's eye. Harani knows her own city. If she won't tell you who did this, I'll shorten her tale until she does. Now go!
Dahara would not let it tear the flesh from your bones.
Not again. Please. I understand what the Sylvanar desires, but I already told you. We cannot provide him with our copy of the treaty.
He did.
Did? But he was just here. What happened?
Murdered.
How awful. Who would harm such a peaceful creature?
So, but you can tell me.
My guards saw nothing. We doubled the watch to ensure safety. I cannot abide the Sylvanar's murder in my town. I'll shut down the port if I have to. None sets sail until his killer is brought to justice.
Could I help?
Of course. I hereby declare you a deputy of the Mistral Guard. No door shall be barred to you.
Where should I begin?
On my desk, you will find the most recent reports from the Mistral Guard. You are welcome to review them for any inconsistencies that could lead to the killer's capture.
The Sylvanar murdered? These treacherous Khajiit have plotted with the Maormer to slay our noble envoy.
How dare you! The Sylvanar was our guest. You go too far, Vice-Reeve.
Outrageous! More Dominion treachery. I will conduct my own investigation.
No sea rat will show me up. I'll get to the bottom of this myself.
Two moons smiled on us and danced us across Jakajay.
I have little time to waste.
Once we are wed.
No one here. Perfect. As good a place as any. If that clerk has any sense, he'll find it.
Alright, that one's done.
Coward.
Didn't quite land that.
I love this work never ends. Get off my ship before I throw you off!
You need to get into your
Then
hole.
I need a new rigging and a serving wench. Too bad for us both. Now get off my deck before I throw you off. Well, that's a serving wench. 3 minutes. If my sailors see your...
Anything for gold?
Another one?
Another one?
Another one.
don't cause trouble.
Quick and easy.
I wish I was off adventuring.
This is a lot different than Blackwoods. Blackwoods is nice.
Killing the Sylvanar was foolish. The Green Lady and the Sylvanar shared a life bond. She has little time to avenge him before she too will die, and the Green Lady is a most dangerous creature. But then, you have that spring in your stride again. What have you learned?
Nothing that leads to the killer.
The Maumer planned something, but what? Wait. The apothecary sold Daedra blood in these specific amounts? That would explain the strange liquid upon the... Oh no. Bright wounds, no.
What's wrong?
This is a sample of the vile cloud from around the Sylvanar's body. Bring it to the Green Lady. Tell her it killed her beloved. As for the rest, Harani will see what you found. We must move like Kenarthi herself is at our backs.
The killer will share the pain my beloved's death has wrought. Hand down the throat, a kiss for my wrist. Hand on the lungs, a kiss for my arms. Grasp, tear, yank, and one last kiss for the killer's own heart. Now, what have you found?
There's poison to kill them.
No poison in all of Tamriel could harm my beloved. But this scent was on his body. Why is it out here as well? I can see it, leading away into the heart of this wretched city.
I don't notice a scent.
You're blind to it. Easily remedied. Follow if you can.
Whoop, missed that.
Covered my track.
You know, I wanted to steal some stuff first.
Covered my tracks. Couldn't have found me.
Tell me who killed him.
I followed his orders. Daedric poison for the wood elf and his mate. I followed his orders.
Whose?
Ulandil. He said they could stop the tempest. Had to be removed.
Goodbye.
I've heard enough. His orders. Had to follow his orders. There. You did what you had to. As did I.
You did. She did.
Ah, the errant deputy. I was just informing headwoman Harani of her apothecary's connections to the High Elves of Somerset Isle. Once the torture begins, we'll learn why the Dominion killed their own diplomat.
Your assassin said you ordered his death.
My what? You mean the apothecary? I assure you, he was never in my employ.
Your assassin bought Daedric blood from the apothecary and used it to kill him.
Oh, well done. It doesn't matter now. The Green Lummox and her idiot husband lie dead. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
She's not dead.
You're lying. She must be dead, or else she'd have come for me. She's coming for me, isn't she? I'm a duly appointed ambassador of the Maoma people. The grounds of the embassy are sacrosanct, according to our treaty. The Tempest is coming. You cannot stop it.
This is madness. There has been enough death in this city.
And soon, his heart. Stop!
They cleared you.
This does not excuse mindless slaughter.
They screwed you over.
We are better than our enemies. You must apprehend him. Don't let the Green Lady cut him down like an animal. We must learn what the Maomer plan for Canarthi. I trust you'll do what's
Quit
best
talking to me,
for
so
my
I go
people.
after him.
Now I must apologize to Vicereeve Peladil. Whatever the Dominion needs, we will provide.
Good. He's already dead.
Move, unless you don't mind the spatter.
What are you gonna do to him?
I'll keep him alive for a time. He won't starve. His limbs have so much flesh to sustain him. Go tell Harani the Marama is dead. Leave me to my work.
Oh, hang on. Read some more books real quick.
Mercy. Please. Mercy. Save me from this mad woman.
You're surrendering?
I do. By all the gods, I do.
Alright. What we got?
Move, unless you don't mind the spat. I'll keep him alive for a time. Exactly. And I'll have the blood that's due. What does this creature's life matter to you anyway?
Is this what he'd want? No.
You dare speak for my Sylvanar? I'll beat you with your own flayed skin. I'll smash your teeth to powder and choke you with the dust. You're right. Curse your bones, you're right. Take them away before I lose myself.
Keep her away from me.
We've taken Ulandil into custody thanks to your quick action. No treaty will keep him from proper justice.
She wanted to take revenge.
I understand. I am certain she'll find another way to mourn her husband. I asked Ulandil what he meant about the Tempest. After what that Green Lady did to him, it is difficult for him to focus. But what he did say isn't good at all.
What did he say?
The Maomer have some ships waiting offshore. Ulandil's people signaled them before the Green Lady arrived. Some sort of invasion force. With the Dominion's help, perhaps we can fortify the town. That alone may save many lives.
Have you officially joined the Dominion?
I signed a new treaty moments ago. Vicereeve Peladil assured me the Dominion will protect our little island. It's a new beginning for Canarthi's Roost. We will prosper or fall together.
Hey, slow pause. You, yes, you. Commander Karanet needs you immediately.
What do you mean?
The Maomer attacked Cat's Eye Key from the sea. Commander Karanet holds the line at the docks. She needs help stopping the Maomer before they push into Mistral. Zairi will find more to help. Be swift, slow pause.
I'll find the commander. Still got more to go. Needs it to get up there. Alright, so now where are we off to? Oh, still in the same town? Okay. Yeah, I don't honestly think I've ever done the Canari's Roost storyline. I don't ever remember any of this. I think I've always just started over at Alderaan. I know I've definitely been here before.
You there. The Marma attacked Cat's Eye Key with their Sea Viper forces. We need every able body for the rescue effort.
Zarari said you were preparing to counterattack?
Huh. A counterattack? I'd settle for an organized defense.
Hang on one second,
Our
folks.
forces are scattered too thin. If we can't hold the gates, Mistral will fall to the Marma.
Oh, that was odd. They're wanting his Medicare, wanting to set me up for my Medicare options, being that I'm over 65. Is like, really? I'm over 65? Not quite.
I'll
What can I
coordinate
do?
Dominion forces from here, but I can't lock down this gate until the survivors clear out of the market. Send them my way. We need everyone able to defend Mistral on this side of the wall.
There's a local number, so I wanted to make sure it wasn't. I don't know if my son's home. He could be at a friend's house or something. I don't have all their parents in all his friends' parents in my phone, so my wife has most of them. And they usually call her, but time is it? 3:30, so she's finishing up work now. Could be taking a nap even.
Snakes! Giant snakes coming from the sea!
Oh, come on.
Those Malma pirates came from the water. They're all over Cat's Eye Key.
What happened here?
Sea vipers happened. One must have struck me on the head. When I woke, a sea viper was carving strange runes on my bodyguard's skin. I hit that awful pirate with a broken spar and we ran.
Are you wounded?
No, we can still move. We'll head to Mistral if it's safe there. By the 8, it's inspiring to see Dominion soldiers. Maybe Sergeant Firion can pull off our counterattack.
Counterattack?
The Marine by the gate to Cat's Eye Key plans to strike back at the Sea Vipers. I'm sure she can tell you the details. We'll get moving. Gods grant you strength.
We can't let those Marama pirates reach Mistral. They'll butcher our families.
What happened here?
I saw great serpents emerge from the waters. Those sea viper cowards made them snap at everyone in striking distance.
Are you wounded?
No. When I saw my neighbors fall, I ran. What kind of Khajiit am I? You were with Dominion, yes? Your Sergeant Firion plans to strike back. Give those pirate cowards a trouncing.
To get to safety, head to Mistral.
I'll do no such thing. If any of those sea vipers shows a face on this side of the gate, I'll claw it off myself.
All stolen food.
What are you doing here? That doesn't matter. If you're in the mood to cave in some sea viper skulls, I don't really care.
One of the survivors said you're planning a counterattack.
You feel that cold air rushing off the sea? Just like it was before the hurricane. We can't wait to cut off the snake's head. We are the Dominion counterattack.
What can I do?
I sent my squad to scout Cat's Eye Key. If they haven't learned what the Sea Viper's plan, we can poke around until we figure out what needs chopping. Don't worry, your wizard friend can seal the gate behind us.
Shouldn't you hold the gate?
I'll hold the gate, if you think you'll have need for a wizard. Or you could bring a Dominion Marine. Up to you.
I don't want wizards. Go ahead and come with me.
Then let's fillet these fish elf bastards.
Hey, squad got separated. Nistel and I found Onglorn. They hurt him bad.
What happened?
Sea vipers carved runes in his chest. I grabbed him. Nistel held them off.
Where's Nistel?
Hunting sea vipers. If you see her, tell her Onglorn will be alright.
Did you learn what the Sea Vipers plan?
You've done your part. Get back to Mistral when you can.
I don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to.
The Marines are going to town.
My eternal thanks.
Maybe I should have joined the buoyant armigers.
Maybe you should have.
A ringing head is bad, but when it remains somewhat head-shaped, that is good, yes?
What happened to you?
I was in the caves, working, when I heard a strange howling. Then warriors came out of nowhere and struck without mercy.
Who attacked?
Sea vipers, Maorma pirates. We paid protection through the month and let them put those strange totems in our cave. They've never been in the skooma trade. I meant moon sugar. Hit my head, you see.
What did they want?
Our deaths, I suppose? After they killed enough of us, they left the rest of us alone. They knew we wouldn't fight back. They only paid attention to those totems. Well, until they collapsed the cave entrance.
Why would they do that?
Some high elf wizard tried to get in, so they collapsed it. I dove outside. Lucky me. The wizard tried to tell me something, but I couldn't hear him at all. He stuffed this paper in my hands and walked off. Here, maybe you can make sense of it.
Get to safety.
What's that? My ears were ringing. Would you mind repeating the obvious? Wait, don't think me ungrateful. The wizard was looking for another way into the caves. I heard rumors of a secret door by the cliffs, but I never saw it myself.
Thank you.
I really don't like your odds.
It did.
Oh, Nistel.
Oh, I was way far away from that. I knew I saw some pooter. I swear I just killed you.
totems seem to harness a combination of wind and spirit. I wonder if I can... Excuse me, do you mind?
We're here to stop the sea vipers.
Indeed. I suppose that's optimal. These sea viper rituals are barbaric, but quite effective. The hurricane they summoned to dash our fleet against Kanathi's roost? That's nothing compared to their current efforts.
What's worse than a hurricane?
You clearly haven't studied the fundamentals of blood sacrifice. You see, these serpent-shaped statues, they're storm totems. They collect spirit energies from rune-marked subjects and channel it, like water through a funnel.
How can we block the funnel?
Exactly the right question. It seems the sea vipers use a specialized lodestone to block the channel. Approach an active storm totem, hold forth the lodestone, and harmlessly siphon the energy away. You should see for yourself.
Are you sure it's harmless?
Completely. Go ahead, don't be shy. It's not as though the storm totem's energies will cascade throughout your body until you're nothing but a lifeless, smoking husk. But do avoid standing in the puddles, would you?
Okay, even in the puddle.
Phenomenal. I knew proximity was the key. And look at you, not even a hint of electrocution. You have the principle. Now to apply it to the other storm totems before... Well, best not to worry about that.
Worry me about what?
No, I really shouldn't worry you.
What's going on?
I can't say for certain. It's one of two things, neither of which is good for anyone on this island. You don't stoop to blood sacrifice unless you need a lot of energy very quickly. And, well, to release it just as quickly.
What do you mean?
Listen, you handle the storm totems. I'll determine how to best counteract the sea viper blood ritual without destroying Mistral. Does that seem equitable? The only certainty is the lack of time. You should hurry.
Alright. Okay, let's do this. Kinda want to kick on that XP scroll. It's like a 2-hour XP scroll. Right? That's good. We still have one more. Might as well as be getting that extra XP we can. This is kind of a low level area. I don't want to talk to her.
Beck, I hope you're watching.
Got a lot of stuff to sell at least.
The enemy is this way. Get back, you fetcher! still here. Thanks for asking.
I see you there.
I thought I'd never escape.
You can make it. Keep moving.
And the final one. See if there's
This
anything
is
good over
Ilse,
here.
speaking directly to your mind. Find my Psijic projection near the tunnel exit. I know how to stop the Malma.
You gotta spawn back like super quick.
Hope we find something interesting.
Get out of the way, people.
I know what the creature can only hold so much energy before it discorporates. All the energy will wash over Kanathi's roost, killing anything it touches. Except for the thunderbugs, of course. Oh, and the mountain north of Mistral will shatter, leaving no trace of the town.
Okay, must be a way to stop it.
There's the genius of their plan. How do you bind a creature made of storm energies? With the wind itself. 3 ritual horns trap Storm Slave. But the lodestone now has enough storm energy to counteract the false winds. Elegant, yes?
What happens when I release the Storm Slave?
It will shed its corporeal form and safely release its stored energy. By safely, I mean in relation to Kanathi's roost. I recommend moving a fair distance away from Storm Slave when this happens. Perhaps keeping solid rock between it and yourself?
Alright, I'll stop it.
You'll have no trouble. But in the event you do, I've opened a portal at a distance of 1 league from Kanathi's roost. There I'll tread water in the open sea until I've observed your success. Merely a precaution. I have every confidence.
Well, that's good to know. Where is it telling me to go? It's behind me.
Whoa. I wish Nistel could have seen that thing.
Children of the sea, your bonds cannot hold the tempest.
You must run.
Come! You must leave this place! Follow me! My friend,
Not bad.
to escape death so triumphantly is constant thrill, yes?
How did you find
Not
me?
so thrilling for the Maumar, of course. The Maumar are fled or dead thanks to your efforts. Kenarthi's roost is safe and voluntarily a part of the Aldmeri Dominion. So if you must know, Razumdar keeps an eye on promising people. If Raz had known you would do so well, he would have scrounged you a nicer reward. Apologies. The Mistral Armory is not what it once was. The Maumar are like drunken uncle. Chase them off, and they always come back. Next time, Kenarthi will be waiting for them. Problem is, there are places that will not be so prepared. If the Viper...
Alright, we'll go.
Of course.
The Prowler is headed to Oridon, and we're happy to ferry you there. When you're ready,
Are you heading to
hop in
Oridon?
the launch. We'll set you up
Oh,
with
come
your
on.
own bunk. Chests full of gold. Owning a sound ship after a hurricane can be quite lucrative, even when the only cargo is Dominion luminaries seeking passage. Don't worry, I won't charge you. Without your help, the Prowler would be a mass of broken timber.
Is your ship ready to sail?
Aye, the Prowler is fully restored and ready for heavy seas. Quartermaster Oblan even managed a few improvements using some Maurmer donations. Have no fear, she'll get you safely to Oridon.
Alright. She's bored. That shit? Oh, I guess it takes me out to there. Alright, yep, we completed this area. There's still a lot left to do here. But we'll come back, or at least I will. I'll be back here to get the sky shards. I did not collect all of them. There's still 4 more here.
What do you say we try some of the local
There you
fare?
are.
I'm
Do not
famished.
panic. Only you can see me. Come, we have to talk. There you are, Vestige. We must speak at once. Listen well. I have located a safe harbor from which we might plan our course of action. You must meet me there.
Where's the safe harbor?
I awoke upon a sandy shore, a stretch of beach, outside a bustling city of elves, Vokelgard. The harborage is in a seaside cave, outside the city. It is there that you will find me.
I'll come at once. See, that's kind of the main storyline of it, right? You do have your zone storylines, like the Aldmeri Dominion. You have your alliance storylines. Then you also have the main storyline, which is the Molag Bal storyline, which is with this and the Prophet. Everything's done here through the cave, pretty much. Until you get to the end. And then you're back in Cold Harbor. But in order to keep going in this, you have to complete your zone. You have to keep doing stuff. Keep beating areas. Once you get quest done for, like, I'll be able to start this, and then I'll have to beat more quests before I can do the next quest. So let's go ahead. So this is Valkyrie, or Valkyrie, Valkale Guard. I hate words. Words are bad. This is the main town here. There's also this right here, Skywatch. Another pretty cool town. I like this town. I did come here to... What did I come here for? I must have came looking for a couple sky shards. I never finished it. I haven't been anywhere over here yet. The harborage is not in here. See, not here. Though it's saying it is. Yeah, we did unlock that way shrine already. Another backpack.
You there?
I like
Looking for
backpacks.
me?
Oh, that's a stolen one. Backpacks can contain a lot of good stuff. This one is very similar. I think they're pretty much all...
I hear familiar footfalls.
No, it's
Come
not
closer,
identical.
Vestige.
It's very similar. But it's not identical to Ebonheart or the Dominion, but it is very similar. Ebonheart, you can go up over here. It doesn't go straight back. It goes like that way and that way. This table will eventually be full of all the lore from all the quests you do. There's 10 quests. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. Maybe 12. They can get 6 on each side. But like I said, you can't just do them all in
Welcome to the
one quick
harborage,
run.
Vestige. This is as comfortable a home as an old dried-up husk like myself could hope for.
How did you find it?
Despite my blindness, nay, because of it, my other senses seem to have heightened. This place had the right smell about it.
When you first appeared to me in Cold Harbor, you spoke of my destiny.
Indeed, but let us not get ahead of ourselves. Without an understanding of where we are bound, every road will get us nowhere. Before we truly understand our destination, we must speak of the past.
A history lesson?
Of a sort. I invite you to enter my mind and walk with me through visions of the past, that you might understand the events that brought us to this time.
So this is where I talked about earlier, how we'll learn more about the prophet, who he is. So I wasn't going to ask him.
Enter my mind, Vestige, and walk with me through the shadows of past events.
This explains the whole
Follow
story
me, Vestige,
of what's going on.
and learn of the events that precipitated our current crisis. My part in the story began when I awoke on the steps of the Abbey of the Moth Priests, with no memory of my prior life. The Moth Priests took pity upon me and brought me into their fold. I was weak and near death. It was there I first set eyes upon the Elder Scrolls and devoted my life to their study.
Here's the Elder
The
Scrolls.
scrolls allowed me to glimpse the very fabric of reality. But
Steal
each
it,
profound
run.
insight dimmed my vision and eventually left me permanently blinded to the light of the world. The prophecies of the Elder Scrolls are a fluid, living thing. They are not fixed. At many points throughout history, the actions of heroic mortals have rewritten them.
What does that have to do with me?
I only know that you are important, Vestige. The scrolls reveal to me that your destiny is intertwined with that of the Five Companions.
Who are the Five Companions?
The Five Companions were a band of adventurers who sought out an ancient artifact called the Amulet of Kings. They hoped to use this artifact to persuade Akatosh, the Dragon God, to accept their leader as one of the Dragonborn.
Dragonborn?
The Dragonborn are mortals destined for greatness, with the blood of the dragons in their veins. It is said that only a true Dragonborn can ignite the eternal dragon fires in the Imperial City.
Who was this leader?
Baron Aquilarius, the son of Colobian Duke, who led a rebellion against the Emperor Leovic and took the crown himself. Alas, Varen was not truly dragonborn, as those who sit upon the ruby throne must be, in accordance with tradition.
Go on.
You have already heard enough babbling from this old blind fool. It is time you met the 5 companions yourself and witnessed their fate.
Okay. He's so slow.
The first companion, Lyris Titanborn, daughter of giants, was the mightiest warrior in the service of the Emperor. Next, Abner Tharn, a powerful sorcerer and Grand Chancellor to the Imperial Elder Council. The Red Guard Swordmaster, Sai Sahan, leader of the Imperial Dragon Guard. The Imperial Emperor, Varen Aquilarius, who attempted to light the dragon fires and failed.
He looks a lot different.
And finally, Manamarco, the traitor, the king of worms, a powerful necromancer.
My executioner.
And your executioner. These were the 5 companions who set out from the Imperial City on an epic quest to recover the lost Amulet of Kings.
How could the Amulet of Kings turn Varen into one of the Dragonborn?
Manamarco convinced Varen that the amulet could be used to perform a ritual that would rekindle the dragon fires. He claimed this would please Akatosh and entice him to adopt Varen as one of the Dragonborn.
Why did Varen want to be a Dragonborn?
By tradition, only the Dragonborn can lay claim to the Ruby Throne and rule as the one true Emperor by divine right. Varen conquered Cyrodiil and took the throne, but unless he became Dragonborn, he feared he'd always be thought of as a pretender.
Tell me about Manamarco.
Manamarco the traitor, the great enemy, the most powerful necromancer this world has ever known. His worm cult infiltrates and corrupts every corner of Tamriel. It was he who convinced Varen to perform the ritual you are about to witness.
What happened when they performed the ritual?
Disaster, war, and pestilence. A world brought to its knees. Now watch and see how one man's arrogance brought about the greatest threat our world has ever known.
So we'll learn about the rest of the companions too throughout the storyline.
There it is. The Dragonfire Brazier. Manamarco, you certain this will work?
It will work, my liege. The Amulet of Kings will rekindle the dragon fires and ensure your rightful place as Emperor. You have my word.
It better work, Manamarco, or you'll find your neck at the business end of my axe.
My lord, I wonder if you'd muzzle your half-giant pet. She really is annoying.
Enough, both of you. We are here to ensure my lord's rightful claim to the Ruby Throne.
Abner, begin the ritual. I have a destiny to fulfill. By the lighting of the dragon fires, I claim my rightful lineage. By the fires of creation, let me be reborn. By the will of Akatosh, I proclaim myself Dragonborn.
Varen Aquilarius, you are no heir to Elysia. You will pay for your sacrilege. The veil between Tamriel and Oblivion tears and splits asunder.
What's happening? The sky's opening up. This is bad. This is very bad.
Very bad.
This isn't supposed to happen. What's the meaning of this? Manamarco, what have you done?
Gullible fools! The veil between Oblivion and this world has been torn. My master, Moloch Baal, is free to claim Tamriel for his own.
Akatosh, forgive me! Have mercy on our souls!
Dun dun dun.
The ritual tore the veil between Nairn and Oblivion, allowing Mannimarco to begin stealing the souls his master needed to power the Dark Anchors and initiate the plane melt.
What went wrong?
Akatosh gave Alessia the Amulet of Kings as a symbol of his covenant with Nairn. So long as the amulet remained in the care of Alessia's heirs and the dragon fires remained lit, Tamriel would be protected from the Daedra.
What happened next?
Mannimarco tricked Varen into breaking the covenant, and the veil between Oblivion and Nairn was torn. The Elder Scrolls named this event the Soul Burst. It gave Molag Bal the opportunity to disconnect the souls of Nairn from their hosts.
What happened to the other companions?
Varen was lost. In the chaos of the moment, Sai Sahan took the Amulet of Kings and fled. Leris was captured by Mannimarco and delivered to Cold Harbor, the realm of Molag Bal.
What about Abner Tharn and Mannimarco?
Tharn remains Chancellor of the Elder Council, and his daughter Clibio rules as Empress Regent. But the true power remains in the hands of Mannimarco and his worm cult.
How did you end up in Cold Harbor?
When I discovered the truth about the 5 companions, I made subtle inquiries, but apparently not subtle enough. Mannimarco got word of my interests and abducted me. He took me to Cold Harbor, where I remained a prisoner until you freed me.
I saw you as a threat.
The truth is always a threat to evil men. Mannimarco feared I would reveal his treachery, and if knowledge of Nairn's vulnerability were to become known, it could threaten his master's schemes. Molag Bal does not favor loose ends. Walk with me.
He's
Long
just
ago
so
it
slow.
was written, so long as the Amulet of Kings was borne by Alessia's heirs, Tamriel would be protected from the forces of Oblivion. But the Soul Burst tore the veil between worlds and gave Molag Bal the opportunity he desired. Molag Bal's dark anchors pierced the torn veil and seemed to draw Nairn into the depths of Cold Harbor. These terrible engines of destruction have been appearing all throughout Tamriel. If the Lord of Brutality and Domination is successful, he will merge our world and his own in a terrible plane meld. Few will survive the ordeal, and those that do will be enslaved for all eternity.
Let's return.
And so it falls to us, Vistage. We must stop Molag Bal and his dark anchors, or our world is doomed. And now history seems to have caught up with us. Shall we return to the harborage?
Yes, I'm ready to go back.
As you say. And so it begins. The remainder of the story has yet to be written. It is your story now.
You got me a lot to think about.
And there is so much to do. But know this, you will not walk this path alone.
So what's our next move?
We must grow in strength and in numbers. You will need more than the company of an old blind man to alter the course of history. We must assemble our own group of companions. The first you have already met.
Lyris?
Lyris sacrificed her own freedom to allow us to escape. She remains a prisoner in Cold Harbor. I must determine her precise location if we are to mount a rescue. That will take time.
What should I do in the meantime?
Mannimarco's agents leave a web of lies and deceit. They pit the races of Tamriel against one another and divert their attention from the real threat. Seek out these agents, wherever they can be found, and expose their lies.
I'll do what I can.
Forgive me. Bringing you into my mind seems to have taken quite a toll on me. I must rest. I will contact you when the time is right. Until then, walk in the light, Vistage.
Alright. New level. Treasure maps. Sure. So I'll give it to my master craftsman anyway, so. And do these main storyline quests though, everyone, when you complete them, you get a skill point. And then most of them, for the Alliance storyline, you also do too. So you get a lot of skill points. Okay, now it's working. Earlier, when I'd switch over to permafrost being on here, it wasn't counting it. Now it is. That's plus. I don't care about more from that. Alright, so we got some decent stuff. Oh. Definitely gotta put that one in. Always gotta have your racial passives. Those are about the best ones you can have. We'll get more skill points. Not a big deal. Alright, so yep, like I said earlier, you can't do anything. There's no quest here yet. And there won't be one until I continue further into the storyline here. So you have to do the Aldmeri Dominion storyline. Or well, your zone that you start in. You have to do that storyline. And then as you progress so far, then he'll appear to you again and tell you to come back. When he does that, then you're able to come back and continue. So you can't just keep doing that quest over and over and over again, or that storyline.
The time is now.
Oh.
Seek me by the sea outside Vokel.
He is back.
Hurry.
I come from a big family, so it reminds me of home.
I do need to go to town real quick though, because I did have. I did have some researches that completed while we're in there. Let's see. When do you go there?
Hold, adventurer!
No.
You're the one I seek.
Okay, I do got to work this weekend, so I'm going to put on some long ones. A lot of people here. That's the longest one. And they got multiple, so give me something to deconstruct. Not thinking so. Would like to do the helmet first. Divines. Deconstruct what I can while we're here. The woodworker is up here. Yep, alright. I don't think any of those are going to be better than what I already have.
Keep those knees up and breathe. Can't fight Daedra if you're dead.
That one is a little better. It does take away from my Deadlands set though. That's alright, I'm not too worried about my sets right now. That one does do more damage than that set piece does anyways. Enchantment effect's not boosted too much, but it's better.
Move, move, move! You think the Daedra are going to wait for you?
Nothing better. Alright, but on that note, I think we are going to go ahead and call it quits for today. I got that all completed. We'll continue on tomorrow. We'll start right back with going back over there to do that. Well, no, not tomorrow. It'll be Tuesday will be my next day streaming. So I'll be back on Tuesday next week. I'll get some streaming in. We'll go through. I'll keep leveling up every day. I'll get on and do that at least every day. And then, yeah, Tuesday we'll come back. We'll go back into the Harborage, and we'll continue on with the Aldmeri quest line. We'll try to get as much done as we can here. There's 12 storyline quests, so it does take a while to do the zones. Excuse me, sorry. There are a lot of stuff. Look at hiccups. There's a lot of stuff to do over here. So, elsewhere, those are different. But Elsewhere's a cool area. If you want to fight dragons and stuff, you go here to the Elsewhere area. You know, those dragons, those are pretty badass fights. I do like fighting dragons. And Somerset's another DLC, which we'll probably hit there eventually too, because the Civic Order questline has some good stuff to it. So, alright. But on that note, we'll go ahead and call it quits. Thank you guys for joining in. If you did like what you're seeing, please hit that follow button or that subscribe button, whatever channel you're watching on. I really do appreciate it. You guys mean the world to me, and I truly mean that. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. Stop back in next week. I'll be back on. Thank you guys. Love you. Bye.